Hi, I'm Gerard Leary, and I'm going to tell you a story, and it's called Visit to Heaven. Well, a while ago, I died accidentally, and I didn't have too much immediate memory about what happened. But when I started to come into focus, I found myself on the first step of a stainless steel escalator. I usually say elevator, but I've corrected myself. Escalator, decorated with Easter lilies. And I'm dressed in a 100% cotton robe, cinctured with a blue silk tie. On my feet are Skechers white mesh tennis shoes. Typically Gerard here on earth, typically Gerard in heaven. What I notice about myself is I don't have a fear of heights, which really paralyzed me in life. I used to get nervous and thought I was going to fall out of a building or lose my balance. And the other thing is my vision wasn't very good. But now, on my new journey, I have hawk-like vision. I can see things for miles. This is very exciting. I'm on a great journey. And I look up at this beautifully stainless steel escalator. I can't see the top of it. It's just going on and on and on. I don't care. I've got good sneakers on. So I turn around and look up and down, and there before me is the magnificence of the universe, dark and quiet. I can look down and see the planets revolving. And I said, this is like being in the 5th grade again. And I can see meteorites flying by, and I can see the cluster of stars dazzling in the blackness. I go up a little bit, I get a little bit more comfortable with my balance, and I hear birds chirping. And then I smell the aroma of fresh cut lawn. Now I really feel calm and comfortable, and I really feel I'm at peace. I own the escalator. It's Gerard's. I'm the only one on it. How long it is it 10 feet to the top? Is it 10 days? Is it 10 years? Who knows? I have nothing but time now. So I look around again. The view is magnificent. But all of a sudden, I see this Dunkin' Donuts suspended on clouds. And it's about 10 feet away from the escalator. And it says, the universe runs on Dunkin'. And I say to myself, how did they expand that quickly? Then I take another look over with my eagle eyes, and way off in the distance is this gigantic billboard, and it's neon, and it says, Morgan and Morgan for the faithful. And I'm going, God, they've ruined the universe already. I can't believe it. So it's going up. I'm listening to some harp music and smelling more fresh cut lawn and more birds chirping. And I'm really relaxed. I'm going, this is a great journey. And I really hope everyone on earth has a chance to see what I'm seeing right now. So after an eternity, I don't know how long it was, but I reach a platform and I step off. And there in front of me is the biggest stadium I have ever seen in my life. And in the stadium are white recliner chairs with cup holders and a place for candles. And I'm thinking to myself, what timing? We're going to have a revival meeting tonight. This is so good. But I see one guy way in the distance, so I walk over to him and introduce myself. And I say, I'm Gerard Leary from Winthrop by the Sea, Winthrop, Massachusetts, USA Today, planet Earth. He says his name is Virgilius. He's from Lagos, Nigeria, Africa, planet Earth. I say, nice to meet you. And we just kind of daydream for a couple of minutes. Again, I don't know what time is. And then he says to me, Gerard, do you mind if I ask you how you died? And I say, You know, I'm really embarrassed about it, but if you want to know, I'll tell you. He said, please. I said, okay. I love baseball, and we have in America something called Major League Baseball, which I think is 30 teams. I'm not 100% sure. But I live in Winthrop, close to Boston, so my allegiance is to Boston Red Sox. So this year, the Boston Red Sox are playing the Los Angeles Dodgers. My friend Eddie Donlin and I copped two $5,000 tickets on this green monster, which is a platform 37 feet high above left field. I'm in the first row center, Eddie's beside me, and we're just saying, this is like going to heaven. Well, almost. So it's the seventh game, best out of 7 in World Series. And it's the 9th inning. And we're down 8-5. Our bases are loaded. The crowd is silent. Everyone is standing. Jackie Bradley Jr. is at the plate. It's the 9th inning. There are 2 outs. The count is 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jackie Bradley. So the LA pitcher looks him straight down, looks at the signal, the strike zone, goes into his delivery, twirls his hips, throws his feet high, almost over his head, and launches this missile that is on a laser beam direction right to the home plate. Bradley digs in, clenches his fist around the bat. All of a sudden, time stands still. The ball stays there. The people stay there. I'm looking for Rod Serling. This is the Twilight Zone. This doesn't happen at all. But 2 seconds, I don't know, something like that, passes, and the ball resumes its flight. Jackie Bradley leans back and with all his might connects with the ball halfway through his swing just over home plate. Crack! The ball is headed towards the green monster. The crowd erupts just like it is on the 4th of July with the hat show and the fireworks. It's incredibly loud. I'm sitting there. Eddie's beside me. He says, Gerard, get the ball! Get the ball! I cup my hands. Everyone's looking at me. They're looking at the people there. I get the ball in my hands, but the rush of the crowd, this is the sad part, pushes me over the green monster. I fall 37 feet with the ball in my hand. There's a hush in the crowd. That's the last I can remember. What happened to you, Virgilius? Well, as you know, I live in Nigeria, and we have a 3-generation peanut farm. And I was in my house one night, and I heard the trumpeting of elephants, and I knew what was happening. The elephants were raiding the peanut farm. So I grabbed my flashlight, and I ran out into peanut farmland and started screaming at the elephants, get out! Get out of here! Get out of here! Well, the elephants are horning and they're throwing up their things, their, what do they call those things, trunks, and they're blowing the trunks. All of a sudden, they stampede me and they kill me. So I died. My God, that's a horrible story. I thought for a second, and I couldn't say anything to console him. I said, well, at least you're here. And he looked at me and smiled and said, want a bag of peanuts? And I said, I'm allergic to peanuts. So I don't know what happened. I went into a daydream, and then I woke up. I woke up in my own bed, and the alarm was 7 o'clock in the morning, and it started playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Take Me Out with the Crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever come back for its root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. So I decided to get out of bed and go to the bathroom. And something scratched my leg, and I looked down, and they were all peanut shells. I'm Gerard Leary, and that's my story. Thanks.